The current world champions, our final game of the day here on Friday. Things about to get interesting at Bryce. There's a crowd behind Vegas. Thieves are up against it just a little bit.
Well, let's see. Nothing needs to be left on the table. Both teams fighting for survival at major number 3. At the moment, obviously, a little bit better position for the Thieves. They start off towards P1, but expect this hard point to be a little bit cutthroat all the way through. Vegas hasn't been getting better, and the skill ceiling for Thieves is already high.
Holding down some decent time over towards P1 is never a bad way to start. That's a bad way to start for TJ, though. Good gunny coming in from OpTic. And looking over towards these P2 rotations, Vegas still in control, but seeping time at P1 here.
It's an awful lot to give up for P1, but Clayson will eventually get there to try and stop that bleeding going through. For Vegas, they have sold everything for this P2 hold, and hold they must. You already see 2 real. It's going to be taken down by Envoy. The pressure going to Vegas, and they have been lynched out of the hill. Envoy has just wrecked them.
7-1 to kick the game off. Runs through Restaurant, has one. Jumps off the top of reception and finds another in the point. Wonderfully played, but still, for the side of Vegas Legion, TJ Helly towards the back is going to be able to do anything. Will be able to find one. His team spawning up towards the back with him. It is only 2 real there. Draza blocks the spawns. Vegas now with a pinch potentially here. Kind of going one by one here, though, Brycey. You're shaking your head. I don't like it either.
It is not going well. Legion will have to jump into this one. They need to stop a little bit of bleeding, but they are running into gunfire over and over again. There's a rather large donut in that kill feed right now. Realistically, scrap time they are desperate for.
They can do with something going their way. 20 seconds remaining here. Over towards P2. They'll get the majority of that big gunfight going on. It's ring around the rosy and Kitchen. Real wins it. It's a big gunfight to maybe get Vegas Legion into this game. Scrap time going that way and still going that way. Spawning for Thieves over towards P2 as well. It's going to be hotly contested when eventually Clayster does get here to back up 2 real. Who's doing a good job inside the kitchen. He will find one, but needs some help.
2 real.
He's still going.
Eventually taken down, but he's held off the Thieves for maybe just long enough. But there are no more kills here for Legion. They have to find something. Envoy is just dancing around the map. And the Thieves are pushing this lead further and further away.
Bad start here for the Vegas Legion. Not what they wanted. On one side of things, you've got Envoy going 10-5. TJ Haley 2-10. You knew from the word go, the shots weren't quite hitting. But Draza's up. 4 in a row from him. Crowd getting behind the side of Thieves once again. Envoy now inside of Restaurant. It's just far too easy. LA Thieves are well and truly running this one up.
Somebody for Legion has to call, let's steady this boat. Rotate and hold. We need the 60. Because at the moment, the number 2 breaking team in Thieves is hunting them. They are ready to rotate themselves. Legion are here first again. They have to make sure that the doors are locked and bolted.
And this is their first really big opportunity where they've had a chance to set up and get themselves into a good position. Thieves quite far away. It's going to be another 10-15 seconds or so before Thieves can get a hold of this point. If they can't get through the defenses of the Vegas Legion, Envoy and Kenny will find one apiece. Envoy will find another. 2 real left all alone. Spawns at the back of Vegas Legion are the only bit of respite that they will gain. 130 and rising for the Thieves. It's a 100-point lead.
And it's a ridiculous start from Envoy. Every time they need him, he's there, but 2 real is here as well. Not able to get the headshot off of that one. Kenny and Octane combining. Clayster desperate to try and take down these players. They can't find their way in. Eventually, the guns will tell. But 140-28 as the LA Thieves continue to go to work on the Legion.
I mean, they started fast, they haven't slowed down. LA Thieves really looking a cut above right now. The transitional kills going their way too. Clayster, you need to lock down the back if you can, but everybody else running through the mid-map. Vegas Legion with another opportunity to set themselves up and get something going. TJ's not had a great start, but if he can lock down Kitchen and help his team and get some points, all will be forgotten.
Stop me if you've heard it, the Legion are here first and they need a hold for 60 again. But here come the Thieves already. Envoy is in a flow state. He is moving around this map. He is destroying Legion, and every turn they get into him as they have broken again in 7 seconds.
This is getting borderline embarrassing. Vegas Legion, you need to start turning up very, very quickly. If you're not careful, this one could be done before we see a second rotation of Hills. All the kills going the way of Thieves, but eventually Vegas Legion will find a break. TJ finding 2. As he hit it up at just too late of a moment. As Thieves now will get kitchen side spawns. It's where you want to be if you are locking down this next hill. Kenny's going to try and hold the kitchen. There's one. There's 2 in for Kenny. in the pantry. He's just killing everybody. Nicely done, putting the pressure over towards the previous hill. That scrap time may well go over towards Vegas Legion, but Thieves are fully set up over towards the next one.
Still going to take care of Kenny eventually, 2 real wills, but they are nowhere near this. And for Legion, a mountain to climb. They are just not finding anything here. Eventually, TJ will find one, a little bit of split spawns. He'll try and stay alive towards back kitchen to give his team the opportunity to break through the front door. TJ finds a second. Octane will eventually get him. They know the spawns are pushing them as well, but Legion needs some kills.
Real finds a way through into bottom glass. Will get dealt with though. It's just looking far too easy. Honestly, the Vegas Legion, it looks like it's very one by one. Good kills coming in from Temp though. Gets that kitchen control. The rest of the team not quite here. Draws at the last remaining member of Thieves on this point with 20 seconds to go. He will get dealt with. Vegas Legion looking to clean up this final 15 seconds in the first rotation of Hills. But the bad news for you, 206 points for the side of Thieves. 200-point mark, a broken 1 rotation of Hills. Quite simply flawless from Thieves. Poor from Legion. They're gonna need to step up in this second rotation of Hills.
Real trying to do everything he can to stay alive. Place to win the gunfight, but only just. Eventually a bit of shooting going through as well. Legion starting to get some points back onto the board. We've seen comebacks to this tournament already. Do they have it in them to find another?
I mean, they've kind of kept that 100-point cap for quite some time, so I suppose that's something you can cling on to, but you need to start closing that gap relatively quickly. Thieves can play scrap time the rest of this game and win it quite comfortably, but this is a good start to the second rotation here from Legion. A lot more resolute, the pushes are coming from Thieves, but have they taken their foot off the gas? They need to make sure they're locking in. For P2 coming up, it could be a big money maker for one of these two teams.
Well, here we go. Could be the last ride of the Legion on this map. They got the time on P1. They stopped the bleed. They broke the 100 points. P2 is calling. Destiny is calling as well. And they are finding it done. They have got into P2. Last time around, this was broken in seconds. It cannot happen again.
A small glimmer of hope for the side of Vegas Legion. Looking over towards the Jewel side, though. That's where the push is coming in from Thieves. There's a big gunfight going to go on over towards the bar. In just a second as well, Clayster caught with his pants down. But the kills on the other side of things work out for Vegas Legion. Pinch set up here for Thieves.
They're looking for it. They're trying to get into it. TJ is fighting every single angle they can as the trades come through. The Legion are out. Clayster will find one to try and stop them coming as well. But you can see the Legion want desperately back into this. Every single point that goes against them is a dagger to the heart, but Clayster's not missing. Not a great start, but he's playing better now.
Can't find that final kill. Tempest there to try and clean it up. The kills come through, though, for the side of Thieves, and this is the problem for Vegas Legion. They are so far behind. They need to fight for every single second that is on offer. Too real into the point. Envoy will be the first to fall. Kenny is there to follow him potentially. They need these points. They need these kills. They also need the rotation, which is now going in. Vegas Legion are there. The final moments of scrap will go over towards them as well. It's all about these fights in restaurant now.
And here we go. LA Thieves ready to pitch. Too real trying to break at the same time. He's found Kenny. Reinforcements flooding for the Legion. Already one player's going to go down. The rest of them are stuck inside the kitchen. Hoping for it. Octane towards the back of the pit. Clayster finds one. He knows where Octane is as well. The gunning is coming through. Done. The Legion are starting to believe that this is possible. It is plausible. They are holding the Thieves at bay.
They're holding them at bay, but it's still a 70-point gap they've got to close down. But that time is ticking towards Legion. Clayster goes on a huge spree. That's 4 dead. Vegas Legion, you're very right, they're starting to believe, but have they heated up just a little bit too late? These rotations need to be flawless, the holes need to be brilliant, they need Thieves to collapse to come back into this game, but Clayster, this man's nearly 31 years old, he's absolutely frying on the main stage now. It is going to be a 30-point game by the time we get over towards the next hill.
The Legion are not here, the Thieves are. One last chance for the Legion. They need a break. They need a break now. TJ guns the first. The rest are reinforcing. The time is ticking. They have brought this back to a hair's breadth. And they are moving mad. Every single kill they need, they are finding. The Legion are fighting back. They are not done. They will not go quietly into the night. As they start to get towards the 200-point limit, the Thieves are being rebuffed. They are being beaten back on every single gunfight. What can they do?
Thieves can get nowhere near this, and this is when things start to get a little bit panicky. Thieves now in the descendancy, if anything. It's all absolute craziness across the map. Oh my goodness, what is going on? Hold your breath. Vegas Legion take the lead as we head into the next hill, but there's a small break from Thieves. Legion are here at Restaurant. It is a 7-point game as we head over towards the next hill.
19 tournaments for Clayster, and he's trying to put every bit of veterancy into this comeback that he can. 2 real finds a kill. The Thieves are in kitchen. It's reinforcements for Legion. Here come the Thieves. They cannot allow this to slip now. And there is snaking going on. Octane and Envoy have broken through. Ken finds one. Finds the second 1v1. And it's Clayster looking for the last. And they put it out. 10 seconds. 10 points. The comeback of the CDL year. Can they do it? The Thieves are moving, but they are moving into the kill feed. And Legion has just made the greatest comeback in hardpoint you will ever see. History has just been made. The Legion would not let it go. We've seen teams give up at that point. We were questioning whether or not they would even break the 100-point mark, but they took it. They roared past. 200 was next. The rotations arrived, and Clayster and the rest of Vegas decided we will not be having your malarkey today.
That is a